Welp. Nothing happened. He borrowed. I lent his brain. I borrowed his brain. Yes. He didn't totally fix it for me just now. Don't hurt me. Thanks. No, I am fine. I promise.
Stream is over. No, it's not.
So I did a thing. I updated everything, and now everything is wonky. It's my bad. I'll take it. I'm sorry. Also, Frogman, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Sound hypes. And a sippy? I might, actually. But there's something else I want to ask you, Frog, which is going to be later. So, yes, there's definitely a thing.
It will happen.
We need the things.
Hurrah!
No, I want the other one.
But it's a
nuggie. It's my nuggie. I will, Frog, don't worry. It has to do with the voice modulator you have.
He has no fluff in his arms anymore.
No, he's been cuddled to death. It's fine. This keeps going. Squish, squish.
Oh boy. Hold this. We need this one.
Well, apparently.
We need this one. We need this one. There's an awu. There's another awu. And there's a green boy. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah!
Oh, it's gonna fall towards you.
Yeah!
All the hugs.
Oh boy.
You'll get that one. Squish! You get the awu, because there's also an awu. And then the other one goes on top. Yes. There you go. This one will stay better.
It works.
It works. Voice mod? Oh boy. Oh yeah. Floppy arms.
Look at that. It works.
It is. It does. I can see you, you know. I don't have to actually look at you.
No, I know.
All the awu. So how is everyone doing? Also, yes, Feeks, I do love this one. I don't get it often, but I do like it.
It's orange.
It's peachy.
Yeah.
Could have been mango, which you wouldn't mind.
At that point, it's not that bad.
No, that's what I said. You wouldn't mind. Well, have fun. I'll be lurking. It's spring clean up day. Oh my boy.
Oh,
that's a
God.
big task for you. You have a huge house. Good luck.
Oh, goody.
She has like this surface 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah. And
yeah,
a basement.
That's not great.
And a basement.
Oh.
Yeah. Might actually be a bit bigger than that. Because she also has a bit at the back. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I hope people are helping you. Like I did a while ago. Oh, this, need that. This, and this. No, same. I had it yesterday. It reminds me of those Hollywood beaches. Yes. Yes, it does. It's very much true.
In that case, I might like it. But
Have you not had it?
no.
You want to try some? Is that because I already drank from the can?
No. It's because I don't really fancy any peach now.
Nah, that's fair. This surface 3 times for the living room and kitchen. Well, no. You said spring cleaning. In my head, that's your whole house. All of the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Your kitchen and living room is about 1 time my house. Entire house. You don't fancy yourself a nice peach? Peachy keen, isn't he?
No.
Time to put on the cleaning band and music. Let power washing commence. Exactly, Vinks. You know how it goes. Just
Power
put on
washing.
music. Yeah. Put on music on full blast and go for it. That is fair. Also, Lucas is like happily on my computer.
Yes.
Angie Lucas.
This one.
Only cosplaying a lemon again, not feeling peachy sour bish.
People don't want me here.
To be fair, I do. To be fair, it looks less lemon yellowy than on your stream, which is probably the cam. Well, no, it's actually your cam.
It wasn't on my stream.
Yes.
No.
Or it was in the call.
Discord.
Yeah, okay.
And that was with yellow light on top.
Yeah. So that was definitely more yellowy than it is.
I have yellow lights in my room, but I use a white key light in front of my face. Also, I needed to change out of this before streaming because I turned into fucking Spider-Man. Like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I was all patchy and translucent. It was not okay.
Yeah, I love lemons too.
Too many fucking lemons.
Vixie said, of course not. He prefers a nice apple. That's why you drink the green apple monster.
Yes.
I prefer a different apple. She's like 3 meters that way.
That's more than 3.
5 then.
That's more than 3.
Well, the room is 7. I made an estimate based on
7
that.
is gone for now.
You will see the Viking pass at some point.
Yeah, I hope you can.
He should, and otherwise, nah.
Nah, he's a thick boy, so.
No, he's not a thick boy. He just has a good ass. Good assets. Hey, he's my husband. I get to say that.
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, you shouldn't.
No.
I know I'm right.
Frog can also confirm.
Yes.
Facts. Perfect.
Good.
If he was up to it, he would be so slappable.
Oh, yes.
But I don't think he's up to it.
I get to.
You do. No one else.
No.
You're the only one that has rights.
I mean, to be fair, if it was up to me, other people could.
Yeah, but it's not your ass.
Exactly. Who's slappable? 7. And you.
You.
There you go. I bet he's got one. Yes, yeah, he definitely has one.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I mean, I don't.
Rather slappable butters.
Face or ass? No, don't slap the face.
Dude, are you calling his face? Are you saying he has a butt for a face? Come on, man. Maybe when he takes off his beard, but...
Yes. Actually, yeah. Agree, Frogger. Big agree. I like the
Both.
Dragon Ball point. Both is good.
Yeah, that fits.
That works. So, are you ready for the summary of last time?
That is one giant difference. Is that you have a light on top.
Yes.
Which means that I can't really wear a hat.
Oh, you
most
can.
of my face is in shadows.
I mean, you have dark voices, it's fine.
That is fair. I'll take
You
it.
might actually, for one of the voices, bend forward.
Oh, God. That went wrong.
Thank you so much, Liz. Thank you so much.
Emo lemon. Hey, man, you can't spell lemon without emo, so hey.
That is fair.
It's just an L and an N extra.
Yeah.
El emo N.
So
Clipping it.
when you do the one voice, you might want to actually move forward a little bit because
Yeah.
in our call I could barely hear you.
Yeah.
So just check if the mic picks it up okay.
Sure.
I think it will be fine, but
the fact that we are about the same level on the audio mixer, that is good.
Yeah.
So I'll move in a little bit to make those soft voice sound better. That's gonna be so much movement.
you can just sit like this.
I have a conversation.
That's probably better.
I have a conversation with myself,
Yes.
which means I'll be.
Make everyone seasick. So this has been going on for like I don't know.
Yeah, there's no timer there. I can't see it.
Since yesterday. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
Stupid remarks
Chaos.
going on and on and on. Yes, controlled and non-controlled chaos.
Summary.
Yes.
Oh,
Take it away.
Talking.
Yes.
In the last stream, our party went on their way again. They traveled for a while as the winter was fully in effect. Eventually, they found a large lake that they happily went to drink from. It was Zerfair who realized they weren't safe. There was a newcomer, Onid. They were invited to the cryptic old man's house, and so they followed. What?
I did that wrong. It was
Yes.
Zerfer who realized that they weren't safe, but there was a newcomer,
There
Onid,
was an Onid.
who saved them.
Yes. In the end, they decided to stay for a little while.
As might be. And there's a Viking.
Hello, Viking.
Hello.
Hello. You got your rolls. Nice.
It's fine. Keep it going. I see a Viking. Yes, you see Viking. But yes, that is what happened last time. It was not very eventful, actually. It was alright.
Yeah. It was fun. Oh, where's your fucking... there it is.
Because now... oh, actually, I can do the other thing too.
Oh, yeah.
I need to look it up, though.
Yep.
Look that up first.
Alright, hold on.
I need to show you guys something that I saw Friday in call when we were doing this run through first. So I'm opening this the way it is normally, so they can see it big.
Yep.
So this is the screen you guys see when we start streaming, and you should not. No, you can't really see my mouse at all.
No.
So
You see the far tree
the tree that's furthest away from us.
over there?
So that reminds me of something. And I showed Holly, I was like, yeah, no, that's fair.
Take a good hard look.
Take a good look at the far tree, at the little nubby bit, like the little C shape. And yeah, I'll show you what it reminds me of. That's not what I wanted to show you. It reminds me of them.
Yep.
Like, tell me that's not true. Yep.
So now you've seen this. You have this in your mind.
Now it will be forever.
Now you've seen this. And now you go back. Yep.
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 Oh. I was just waiting for it to come through the other side of the screen.
Yep.
Just waiting for the million of replies. Like, oh my god. Did you finish it already? We already started it, to be fair.
I take big shippies.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Apple asked if you want her drink.
Yes, I would actually. I'll grab it. Thank you. I'm stuck.
Dragonwolf doesn't see the resemblance.
No, because he's too young to know these things.
That's fair. Puppy.
Oh, he's so young, he still watches those things.
Apple doesn't see it either. Damn. Yep. I do. I will not forever see that. It's fine. Yep. I signed up for a story stream, not a roasting. Francis 7, I love you!
Big yep.
Oh my god, Holly's got no chill here.
And it wasn't me.
That was 7.
That was 7.
Don't bully the wolf.
Comes with a campfire, no complaints. Roasted by the campfire.
Oh boy. Telling stories.
Are we ready?
Are we ready?
After this yip and chaos.
Yep.
Born ready.
I mean, yes, she was.
Ready?
She loves this story.
Yeah, but born ready?
Yes. For any story.
That's a little while ago.
For every story.
Christmas voice. Walnuts roasted by an open fire. Walnuts roasted by an open fire. Yup. Yum. Nuts.
Are you calling her old? How dare?
Yes.
How dare?
The audacity.
The audacity of this bitch.
Okay.
That's what it's technically.
You're older than I am.
As am I. I'm older than both of you. Shit. The 7 is also 3 years older than you.
No.
4. 5 years older than you.
4.
He's 30.
I'm gonna be 26.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, fine.
It's a matter of months.
Such a baby. Yup. I'm having fun. Looking over to see her.
I just yeeted the ghost, so we don't have the ghost anymore.
I just love frogs. I mean, Green Apple or Granny Smith.
I applaud you.
That's a good one, Frog. I love it.
That is a good one, yes.
But again, are we ready?
Are we ready? Exclamation point ready.
Yes.
You don't see this arm.
No.
It sucks. I use this arm to
Point at things.
point at things and to exclaim.
I mean, in this case, you would be pointing it the wrong way anyway. You are in your game.
Then I would
today,
be
Frog.
barking at the wrong tree.
Ow.
Bork.
Yelp. Gonna be enjoying this high for another 3 minutes and then promptly take a nap. No, you're gonna listen to the story, Frog. I'm gonna slap you if you don't. There's some good bits in here.
I'm pass out laughing. Alright.
Let's get started.
Yes. I'm gonna scoot a little closer. So I'm actually in frame.
I mean, I already have to actually lean on this one. You can lean on the back of this one if necessary. Very warm, but that's fine.
So sorry.
So soggy at the end. What did Frog do? 3 minutes after story. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's
Wait,
okay.
I thought I was getting slapped regardless, but that's fair. Very slappable face. Schmick.
If it makes that sound, that's a good hit.
Yes.
Also, exclamation point ready.
Yeah, he already did that. And then they promptly talked over it. Actually, you do see my mouse. This is the bit that I meant, guys. I can see my mouse.
Yeah, why now?
I don't know.
In Discord is different than in...
No, it's not Discord. You slapped my ass too. Both are slappable. Fair.
There we go. Exclamation point ready. Let's go.
Yes. Chapter 43. Amarilla and David kept each other company as they saw the sun rise together. David couldn't do his stretches, and Amarilla couldn't change back to speak. She looked at him from time to time, often earning her a little smile. Lunara was the first person to wake up. She looked around carefully. She walked over to them and sat down. The words "own it" spoke. They were burned into my mind. Blood will line the plains. It gave me nightmares. Amarilla gently put a paw on Lunara's leg and pressed her snout to her shoulder for a moment. Thanks.
We must prepare for this moment, even though we don't even know it's actually on its way.
If this man is truly a sage, his words would be important. They foresee important events. They try to keep the balance.
He could also be a lunatic. Sure seems like it to me.
You don't trust your own shadow. I'm not surprised you feel this way.
The absence of light can be very mysterious. I wouldn't trust the shadow either. I've started trusting you guys, didn't I?
Hardly.
Mostly. Ah! Soon the rest will be awake. Then we can pack our stuff and head into the woods, so we can actually get some practice in. Good morning. I wonder why he chose to speak to us. He was completely hidden. He could have just ignored us. We wouldn't have known. Yeah. And the story was too elaborate to be lies, I think. Maybe we should just assume it's going to happen. That way we'll be prepared.
For now, let's start with breakfast. I think most people are waking up. Amarilla also hopped to her feet and hurried herself over to the few people still laying in their sleeping bags. She noticed Theoden laying there with his eyes wide open. She walked over to him and laid down. cocking her head to one side, questioning. I'm sure.
Sorry.
I'm sure.
I'm sure you've noticed that I'd been awake for a while. I was just listening to the sound of the forest.
She shuffled closer and pressed her warm fur into him. She didn't know how to comfort him, but he seemed really upset.
I think I'm gonna help Lenara prepare some breakfast.
She made a little howling sound when he left so abruptly.
You can come along if you want to.
Frustrated that she couldn't convey her worry, she huffed softly, earning her a pat on the head from Ayel, who had just walked up to her. Amarilla looked down at the floor. She was torn on how to continue. She looked after Theoden, who was tasked to find something in one of the bags, and then back to Ayel. A high, soft whine came out of her throat, and Ayel's face twisted in worry.
Easier words are spoken in one's original voice.
The David heard what Onid said. His head shot up and looked at Amarilla. What do you mean, sir?
Her shadow doesn't fit. Her heart is different, but it beats into the wall.
Her shadow doesn't fit? How could that happen?
Potions, ritual. She isn't what she's supposed to. We can't do such magic. Who of us could be a witch, if I may ask? The kitty could be one.
Excuse me, are you calling me a witch? You toad!
Options, possibilities. Too many to count. This one knows magic.
The words shocked Amarilla and caused a blush on Ayel's face. Only elements, voice of the forest. Nothing of what you are describing. Amarilla decided enough was enough. She got up steadfast and turned into her human shape, immediately looking around to find a clothing.
Cover yourself not with cloth, changeling. The bird's coat is far more colorful.
She hasn't been able to do only parts of her body yet, but if you're willing to try. Too frustrated to give a proper answer, Amarilla didn't address Ayel. She found the cloak and put it around her body. You did know what I was?
Many moments have passed, long since I've crossed one of your kind. The memory of the forest stretches far, child. No, you've shown me. Shown me? You mean to say that whatever happens in these forests, you can sense that? The trees listen, the animals see, never certain until my own eyes confirm. Why didn't you mention that before? They would have saved us some hiding. Sheltering from danger is always sensible.
As the others spoke more about unrelated things, Amarilla walked away from that little group to walk over to Lunara and Theoden, who were still trying to make some breakfast for everyone. Well, since he knows now, he can train after all. She found her bag close to where they were standing and grabbed her own clothes to put them on. The cloak she had grabbed in her haste had been Theoden's, and she handed it to him. Care to go for a little walk?
Sure, I think I can walk away from this a little bit.
Lunara nodded at them, and they started walking a little ways into the forest, until Amarilla was sure they were out of earshot of the others. I know you don't like opening up, and I understand if you don't want to say, but I've been trying to show you that we're here for you. We see you, and we worry.
There's nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I just had a couple of rough days, that's all.
Amarilla looped her arm into his, and while they walked, she put her head against the side of his arm. They were walking perfectly in sync. They walked in silence for a while, partially to give Theoden his rest, and partially so he could feel comfortable and could speak up.
The rough day started about when we left the lodge. Meeting the forest sage made it worse by confirming my nightmare.
Amarilla didn't interrupt for fear of him shutting down again.
It's... Why did she leave?
Unable to answer any of those questions, Amarilla gently tugged on his arm to make him stop walking and pulled him into her arms. She gently rubbed his back and tried to be as calm as she could, hoping it would help calm him down too.
The way the sage spoke, I know exactly what'll happen. The battle will commence on the plains. We gotta be ready. And there she'll be.
You understood his meaning?
Being brought up in court, I've heard all the lies, all the riddles, all the cryptic speeches, trying to manipulate my father into their bidding.
What did he say to you? Was that about McGavin? She pulled back a little so she could look him in the eye.
You said she'll be there, but she won't be the same as she was.
No, we can only do our best to try and get her back. We'll help her in any way we need.
Yeah, you're right. For now, all we can do is prepare for that battle.
He slowly pulled himself away from her grasp, and she let him go. Would you like to train with me, or would you like to return?
Let's regroup and train there.
He offered up his arm for her to take, and in a more comfortable silence than before, they headed back to the group. During most of the day, the group stayed still. They talked amongst each other and made plans for their travels. Theoden looked only slightly better, and really even caught him napping sitting against a tree. She was glad he could find a little bit of rest at least. Most of the party was glad for the rest. They had been in the lodge for a while, and being back to traveling hours a day had taken a bit of a toll. Amarilla, perhaps it's time to get some training in. But we're not alone. He seems to know what you are anyway. She walked along with Aiel, just outside the camp where everyone could still see them. She started with the practice by becoming the eagle, and from there she tried to become smaller birds. When she was already in a bird-like shape, she could more easily turn into a different bird. She kept finding smaller birds to turn into. Sometimes she would stretch her wings to feel if they were correct, if they were aerodynamic. No, don't fly yet. Remember last time? It took an hour before the pain went away. She had remembered the last time Amarilla had become an eagle.
One who won't fall can't learn to fly.
She hasn't ever flown yet. I'm just worried it may hurt her.
Pain is part of learning. Ones who walk fell over. Ones who fly fell down. Persistence will teach you your skills.
Amarilla, who had stayed a hawk for the interaction, looked up. She opened her wings and stepped around a little. A high squeal came from her beak for a moment.
Feel the heartbeat of the wind and act accordingly.
Much like her first attempt, she opened her wings and let the air move around them. She pushed down and it made her jump up into the air. Declining, she tried to keep her wings as still as she could, but that rigidity pulled her off balance. She tumbled to the floor, but managed to roll a little without any true harm.
Persistence, young wind child.
Amarilla got up and tried the same thing. She wasn't sure how to let the air flow past her wings. She wasn't sure how they should feel yet, so she kept feeling for the right positions. Every time she jumped up, she would glide down a little bit better.
Seems like you're getting the hang of it.
Amarilla caught at him and kept practicing for a few more rounds. Excitedly, she hopped over to Aiel. She turned into the wolf and jumped up with her strong front paws. You're doing so well. Amarilla could tell she was proud, but she also seemed a little sad. She made a goofy, wolfy grin and licked Aiel's face, hoping that might cheer her up.
The rhythm of the air shall guide you. Feel for it and soar. And so she shall be.
Smiley wolf. Big chat. How do you like it? Way before everyone else.
Smiley wolf. Or
the big wolfy
actually,
grin.
SM Chiley wolf.
Smiley wolf.
The M before the CH.
Yes, I saw.
The Smachiley wolf. Smach.
I get that I probably talk about Grondix too much, but I love how he breaks his silence. Serious moments just right. That's all him.
Thank you.
He does that really well.
It's a very, very useful
comedic relief
yes. tool.
But it's definitely all him. And anywhere you see comma and that's his sentence.
Comma and. That's a staple. If there's a comma before an and, that's mine. If there's too many commas in a sentence, that's me. That's all me.
Yes. Every character plays their part in the partly just right and becomes easier over time to imagine them as characters. Yes. To me, they are real. They are, yeah.
We are doing our absolute best to make their characters distinct, and so far I think it's been really, really well.
Yes.
so far. We have Lunera, the upbeat one. We have Ayel, the serious. We have Amarilla, the
Insecure.
insecure. It's the perfect word for it.
Borderline, it's fine.
David, the stoic.
Yes.
Um,
Grodnix is a comedy.
Grodnix, the comedic relief.
And then there's Zerfer, the serious one.
Zerfa, the serious one, and Theoden, also kind of serious.
Yeah. I think
He
Zerfer
has
is
some-
the calm, serious one, and Theoden is like,
Chaotic.
let's do stuff. Yes.
Regal.
Regal, for sure. Not wanting to be worrywart. In this case, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine them in my head upon hearing the names. Good. I like
Very,
that.
very nice. I'm very happy to read that, yes. Means we did well.
Yes. Yes. I can't wait to get to the chapters we're writing right now.
Oh, man.
By that time, guys, by the time you guys get to read what we are now writing, we will have finished this story. If not...
Oh, that also makes me really happy. Oh, and it's riddles.
Oh, yeah.
That makes me really happy.
Good.
Because we both did
Yes.
a couple of those riddles, and they are not easy to write.
On my birthday, I showed Holy a book, and I didn't show it to anyone else. That was actually the first bits of the riddles that we wrote. I showed him, I was like, look, these were my notes back then.
Yeah.
Because I had them in a
Little
thingy.
notepad.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like just a book, and I just wrote little bits in there, being like, "Oh, we need to remember this because that's actually gold." My dad and I often speak in riddles to each other. You probably noticed him in chats too. It just feels right. Yeah, I'm really glad that fits.
Thank you.
That's good.
Yes.
Good.
Good. It makes me very happy to see.
Yeah, that's really.
We represented someone without actually knowing their mannerisms.
You more than me. I've seen him 4 times.
Yeah, I've seen him more than that.
Yeah.
But it's still, his mannerisms are not easily spotted.
Fair. He is a very knowledgeable
And that
person.
Grotnick's being called a toad.
I told you there are good bits in here.
I mean, it's a good response after being called a witch.
If I were a witch, I would just turn you into a toad.
Best bits.
Good.
Oh, it's a very knowledgeable person. Yes. The creator is too.
Yes.
The swift kick.
He did, yeah. I really like the characters.
All of them.
Worth it. I like how vocal he's being.
Very much.
Hey, Frog, you prefaced this with, I might talk about Grodnix too much. It just makes me happy to know that you're happy with your character.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not the only one, but there is differences in here.
I'm doing the talk.
Yes.
Yes.
So, not really comfortable saying who, but there's definitely people that don't like their character anymore, or as much as they would at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, I try to change little bits to fit that more, which is really difficult if you make a character a certain way.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's just, they are still a good character. But
The character has
don't.
certain characteristics.
Yeah. Which we
And
implemented, and then...
If you don't like those, then you made a poor decision at the start.
Yeah. Well, some of it is evolving, but some of it is also things that you preface with. And if they change that preface, I can't change the story afterwards.
Nope.
It's already there. I thought drinking would help, but it didn't.
Drinking would help, especially not fizzy drinks.
I hate water.
Well, that sounds like your problem. That's a
I hate
problem for
flames
me.
too.
Oh. I'm not here then.
Back here.
Get back here.
Get back here. Yes, I did have more sippies. He did do a sippy.
Oh.
I hate water. I do. Yes.
Huh. Ironic. Yeah.
You also hate water.
Oh, I do. I'm okay with water.
You drink it.
I'm okay with water. As
You
long
don't
as
like
it's not too
voids.
much.
Yeah. You don't like void. You don't like water. So there.
I never said that.
No, I
That
know.
was you.
You don't like voids. That is a fact.
That, yes. I don't like the void.
Yes. Okay, Horus.
Oh, Horus is fine.
Okay.
Horus
Yes,
doesn't,
you did.
Horus doesn't have a hole in its side that can spawn anything and everything.
Yes.
And that is what the void does. And that's my problem with it.
Fair. I do understand. I don't mind it as a void. I mind it as drinking water.
Water.
Yes.
We both don't like water.
Water either. And you both don't like water. Anyway.
Ready for the next chapter?
That.
I knew you were going to say that. More
More
story.
story?
Yeah, so
Yes.
Frog has done the talky talk, so now we do.
Yes.
We do more talky talk.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Me, mostly, actually.
Yes.
Just a lot me.
In this one, it's more you than in the last one.
More balanced, at least. I think it
I
was.
think there's less conversation
in general.
in general, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's more narration.
Has to turn to us. Good.
Faster.
Bastard.
Here we go.
Chapter 44. Noticing that Onid actually seemed to know how to guide Amarilla a little bit, they decided to stay for a little while. Everyone knew it couldn't be too long. They could be discovered by Baal or Gaius. Amarilla trained diligently for another week, Ayel constantly by her side, and after a week she could do little flights. But it did still take a lot of her energy. Look at how far you've come. Amarilla had just flown around the camp for a while. And she was a hawk at the time, and she caught at Ayel.
I wouldn't want to fly if you rewarded me for it. My feet stay on the ground. Well done, I guess.
Amarilla caught again, flying up and diving around the goblin. She had found a new type of freedom, much different from running. She did still prefer her wolf form. She swooped around Grodnix twice, and on the last turn she went a bit too high, flying straight for David. David ducked away and with his arm pushed her up back into the air.
Staying airborne has been working out. Steering needs a little more practice, though.
Amarilla turned back towards Ayel, who held up her arms so Amarilla had a place to land. She immediately hid her beak in her wing when she landed.
No worries. I wasn't harmed. I'm glad you saw you just in time. That could have hurt both of us.
You should start learning soon. Learning soon too. I don't think we should stay for much longer.
You're right. Let's pack our stuff. Thank the old man for the help.
Amarilla beat her wings and flew up. And then she let herself drop down. Just before she would hit the ground, she changed into a wolf. Going back to familiar shapes had become an easy process. She could hear David and Ayel talk to the others about getting on with their journey.
Already? I like resting.
You should like being safe more.
Are we ever safe? We are leaving the safest area so far to go to a battlefield.
They continued bickering for a bit.
We are out in the open. Hardly the safest place, I think.
But the geezer has his black voodoo magic to get all the nasty beasties away from us. That's how we've been safe. If we move out of this bubble, we could be done for.
Have you been reading stories from Ayel's bookcase? We got strength. We'll be safe enough. We'll have to face this threat at some point. I feel he will keep. I feel he will keep coming after us if we don't. You're right. We have to keep moving. The old man has given us no reason to doubt his statements. The battle will happen.
The riddles, you mean?
Oh, hush you!
How's packing coming along? Amarilla, Ayel, and I are almost done with our parts.
Ayel was carefully taking down one side of the tarp to let all of the ice and water out.
Yeah, I'll be done in 2 minutes.
Amarilla had noticed that he rarely unpacked anything he didn't need, and all unnecessary things went right back into his pack. Even though he seemed reluctant to go, he was always ready to.
We wanted to thank you for your hospitality and your insight, wise sage. Our fellowship well met. May our paths cross again.
May the forest keep you safe. Theon and the Zerfa took over, taking down the remainder of the camp. As their travel commenced, most of them were silent. Knowing that they were going to be walking into battle was quite intimidating. So, when they rested for the night, several hours away from Onid's neck of the woods, they had hardly spoken all day. When they made their camp, Amarilla changed into a human and helped them put up the chart. What do you want to try and turn into today? I'm not sure.
I've not been able to stretch my wings in a week. They should be better than the last time, but I'll be doing that real quick.
Amarilla was wondering if it had hurt him to not do his exercises when she looked after him. You could try the wings. Oh, that's a good idea. You can't teach him if you're a bird yourself. Amarilla looked at David, becoming a little bit more embarrassed. She pulled her cloak tighter around her. Are you cold? Is something wrong? With the dress Amarilla had, she wouldn't have to take it off. That wasn't why she was shivering. It was intimidating to try and secure such impressive wings on her own back. David stretched his wings up into the air, making them seem gigantic. He flapped them a few times. Mighty gusts of wind blew forth. He took a stance to make a leap, took a running start, and jumped. After a mediocre jump, he was back on the forest floor. That's not how you're supposed to keep the wings out. She wasn't even sure if he could hear her.
You're doing it wrong.
Well, I don't know any better. I haven't been able to fly since I woke up in this realm.
Amarilla was afraid to speak, unsure how to explain what she felt when she managed to fly. Take your time. Maybe I should try to do the wings. I could show you what I mean.
That sounds really smart. I'll go sit down here. You can try to replicate them.
Amarilla looked at Ayal. She seemed to read her mind. Let's go and make dinner. Ayal took Lunara, threading her arm through, and pulled her away. Amarilla walked up to David and stood behind him, making him look over his shoulder for a moment.
Good luck. I'm sure you got this.
He turned away again, and she took off her cloak, so she was in just her halter dress. Lunara couldn't have picked a better one. Most of Amarilla's upper back was bare. She pulled all of her long black hair forward, even though it probably didn't matter. She studied the connection points of the wings, the height and the width, and had to guess about the muscles based on what she had felt before. Focusing on the wings, she could see David. On David. She started trying to apply them to herself. As she attempted to mold her back to her vision, she could feel some movement and weight being added. She stepped forward and gently touched between the connection points of the wings. David didn't make a sound. She gently felt how the muscles moved and shaped and tried to connect them right in her own attempt. During her practices in the past weeks, she had gotten to know her own body quite well, but making something so new was difficult. Oh, it's heavy. She let go of both David and the tether in her body, so the stubs that had begun forming snapped back to smooth skin.
Take a breath. You've done well. Let's get some water.
Grabbing her cloak from the floor, she wrapped it around herself and followed David back to the others. As the evening progressed, it had become quite dark. Everyone went to bed, and Amarilla offered to take a second watch. So in the middle of the night, David gently touched her shoulder to wake her up, so she could take the shift. He moved away to lay down near Grodnik's, and Amarilla got up. She had always been sleeping as a wolf, but this time she decided to take a watch as a human, so she changed and put on her dress and cloak. She roamed around the camp on her bare feet, frost still touching her toes, but it didn't hurt her. She sat down on the boulder David had used earlier in the evening so she could study his wings. She stayed there, still as a statue, for most of the night. At some point, boredom got to her. Knowing she would have about 2 more hours before sunrise, she shucked off her cloak and started practicing forming the wings. In the distance, Theoden woke up in a cold sweat. When he was sat up, he noticed Amarilla in the distance, trying not to distract her. He stayed in his sleeping bag and watched for a bit. Amarilla pushed down and pulled at her own tether, I noticed,
Yeah.
trying to form the wings like they had looked in her mind. She moved her back and managed to form the stubs, and the first part before the joint. It pulled a lot of effort to make something so specific as an addition to her own body. The weight pulled her back a little. For a moment, she closed her eyes and focused all her energy on her back. Large portions of wings grew out and back, pulling her so much of her weight backwards in one motion that she tumbled backwards off the boulder. Theoden jumped up from the sleeping bag and came to pull her off the frosted forest floor.
Are you alright? I just woke up when I saw you fall off this rock.
Amarilla chuckled softly, taking his hand. Yeah, I was just being stupid. I was practicing his wings.
Really? How did it go?
It appears they're quite heavy. I couldn't keep my balance. She rolled her shoulders. The wings had left the moment she fell. I don't know if I should try again.
If you want to, I could be here to catch you if you fall again.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe you can tell me if it looks right, too?
Alright, have a seat. You're lucky I woke up so suddenly. Otherwise you'd be out in the cold and lonesome.
Yeah, why are you up? Are you alright?
I woke up from a nightmare.
Oh, I hope you feel a little better now. Nightmares are never nice.
I dreamed about the upcoming battle. My gal was there, on the opposing side. I killed her, shot an arrow in her back after she attacked me. She didn't look like she knew me at all. Then I woke up. Let's just hope it wasn't a prophecy.
Unsure what to say, Amarilla got up and hugged Theoden tight. We'll do everything we can to get her back, no matter what.
Thank you. I know I should tell Zerfer about all this, but I haven't been able to. You seem so safe to talk to.
That's what friends are for, to catch you when you fall.
Yeah, you're right. That's what friends are for. You must have noticed that I haven't really been myself since the swamp to watch Emerald. But you know, love and all that.
I'm sure he understands. Maybe you can find a moment today to talk to him and have a little brother time. I could fake being too tired to travel so you guys can look for some firewood. Then I could bake some of that lovely bread too.
That would be amazing if you could do that. So, you scratch my back, I watch yours for wings popping out of it?
She nodded enthusiastically. Her highly sensitive ears perked up for a second as she heard a deep, soft chuckle from the group, which quickly turned into a fake cough. She was sure it had been David, but she wouldn't call him out on it. Theoden didn't seem to notice. He went to stand behind the boulder as Amarilla started trying to create the wings again. That's it. That's it for today.
That is all we have
Also,
for today.
the hell happened?
Oh,
you
yeah.
were laughing. Yes, bare upper body. No, bare upper back.
And that's where it went wrong. That's where it went sideways.
I mean, not
Everything.
just there, though. Mama, thank you! Woo! No, yeah. No, for not looking, but I love you. I love you too.
Oh, you wanna go back?
Oh, you definitely want to watch it. But
You wanna see this?
She would. It's
You
fine.
you gotta give us more. You got more. We don't have more. Not in stream ready form. Give more.
Give more. Yes. Can we do more? So you guys hound us. I hound him. It's fine. Give us the entire document. Then no. Oh, stretchies. Away from. Oh, I can do that.
Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, I was basically waiting at my mouse, even though I could just move my mouse backwards.
I was trying to be close enough to the mic
Yeah.
since it's a very different setup. Like if I have my own mic, I can just have that in front of me and I know how powerful it is. With this one, I don't know.
It's fairly good. It takes.
It's a fine mic,
Yes.
but I don't know where you sit as close to your mic.
Right
Like,
here.
Usually you would sit closer because you're at your laptop.
No, you actually pull it more forward than I do. It's about at the same space I would have it normally. I would just be in the center.
Then how do you use your keyboard from so far away? Yeah, you're already leaning in about this much.
Yes,
So you're already like 20 centimeters closer to your mic now.
but half of the time I'm not using my keyboard when we're talking. When I'm sitting here, it's closer to me on the bed because then it's on my lap.
Exactly.
But that's
So
not
you're
always.
closer to your mic.
Fine. He likes being right. So do I, to be fair.
Chapter 45.
Yes.
That's all you're going to get for now.
Yes.
Thanks, Weeks.
More,
Nice.
more has been given. Yes. But yeah, no. This is it, guys. Sorry, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Need more. You will get more.
3 weeks. Well, has been a little
We can't do 3 weeks. That's at Momo's friends.
a little more than 3 weeks. 4 weeks.
It's gonna probably be 4 weeks again. Yeah.
We'll find a date to
I will always post it
Stream
in the
this
week before.
exactly.
To watch in the stream events. I will always post it. Don't worry. Yeah, I was also doing the thing.
Pixie, don't help them. It's not enough. Never enough. I knew that would trigger you.
I don't actually like that song as much, but it's in my range. It's in my range, so I can sing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid. But yeah, this is it for today. I'm sorry.
Do it.
My hair is being annoying today.
Let's do this. It worked for me. It didn't.
No. You could have hit me with that.
Yes.
You did you both a little DM. I check it in a bit. I'll check it in a bit. Don't worry about it. Also, please don't forget to let us radio. Yes, I will.
Yes.
I will. I need to figure out how to ask that without actually spoiling anything.
Well, Frog, we have a little character coming up that has a very specific voice.
That I will not be able to reach
And that is
or do.
most likely physically impossible to do. So, yeah, so we need your help for a little bit.
I basically need to be able to modify just my voice for those sentences.
Yeah, so a click of a button, or if possible, even a hold. That would be nice.
Yes, so I can hold it as I do, yeah.
And then have that
Yes.
changed, that voice mod, and then release the button to go back to normal.
Yeah, but I still need the thing to change my voice. Then.
Yes.
But I wouldn't mind you being here again.
No, it also means that we need to set up Stream Deck on your...
That's okay. Frog can do that.
eyes.
Yes. Eyes.
Eyes.
Could do it with my phone. That's fine. That's fair.
That's,
I still wouldn't mind.
I don't
you
know if that's easier, but
I still
we'll find
wouldn't
out.
mind having you here for it. Either way.
I mean, that's gonna be somewhere in May, so I don't know yet.
That would be the last weekend of March, actually, or the first weekend of May. Then maybe crossover. 20th is them, so the 28th is
Yeah,
the
the next
week.
stream. It's not in next stream.
It's March. Oh, no, yeah, that's fair.
It's somewhere in May that we're gonna need it.
Yeah, no, that's fair, actually. Is it that far? Yeah, it's probably that far.
I don't know. It maybe even farther.
Depends on how fast we do the streams.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks.
Get slapped. Bonk.
So every week, Apple, does that mean you're also gonna be here every week? Because I'd let you. Just so you know. Probably not. Okay, fair. Oh, yes.
Anyway.
I hope you guys like the chapters.
Yes. What do you think? We're going the right direction. Well, Flock exclaimed that we're going in the right direction, but does everybody else think so too?
Apple says they're great. That was fun. Love them. Cool. Nice. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep going. We will. In a couple of weeks.
Well, we keep going tonight.
Yes.
They don't see that, but we
Yes.
do.
Keep going now. And no.
Happy Frog.
Damn it. Bah.
I'm glad you guys like it so much. It's good.
Yes.
Makes me happy. But I do think That signals the end of the stream.
A plus for effort.
A plus. Oh.
Actually, effort is with an E though.
Yeah, with an A that becomes a very different word.
Afford.
Afford. Let's see if there's any on stream.
Oh, I'm not. I'm stuck on your roots.
Cherry, was you gonna stream?
Ow. That was my shin.
Being dumb. What?
Afro.
Wouldn't let me? What wouldn't let you? Oh, it's Sippy. She was trying to do Sippy.
Spring cleaning.
Everyone is spring cleaning.
God.
To be fair, it has been spring for like 6 days technically.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh no.
That's next month.
That is next month. It's still winter. Guys, don't start cleaning now.
No. Go spring streaming instead.
Yeah, not me. I ain't cleaning. No.
No.
It's fair. Yeah, well then I'm gonna forgo, because Night isn't streaming either today.
Yep.
I'm gonna forgo raid. So, yeah. Thank you
also
guys
very much for watching.
so much for being here.
I'm just gonna do my own outro here. Thank you also very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed as much as we did. And we'll see you next time.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye! No! Oh, bye-bye!
Thank you too! Woo! Bye!
Bye-bye!